Okay. As you all know, my name is Janelle Wilson. I live here in Gallatin, Tennessee, but used to be from Cuba, New York, born and raised up there with you, Janelle. It's so weird to have two of us on here with the name Janelle. I like it.
It is fun.
Small world, but not a very common name. So
No.
anyway, this is going to be the Getting Started Right webinar. Sometimes you'll have a Getting Started Right call. Sometimes you'll have the Getting Started Right webinar. We're just going to go over a bunch of basic information. Karen, this might be all review for you because it's basically just what a coach should be working on in their first couple months as a coach. So it may be review. But Janelle, you're not one of my personally sponsored coaches. You're one of Brooke's, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I don't know what all Brooke sends you guys when you guys first sign on as a coach, but what I do is I have a 3-part welcome letter that I send, and it actually gets to know you a little bit, what your plans are as a coach, you know, how far you want to take it. I've also got a bunch of videos on there that I have done and put into my welcome emails explaining what the business is, some things to look at in the back office, how to set your back office up and stuff like that. Does Brooke do that or no?
No. She's just kind of helped with like a general, and then if I had any questions, I just asked her.
Okay. So have you gone in and set up your back office?
Yes, I've went in and I've done that. I set up the page on Facebook.
Okay.
And I've done them 2 things.
Okay, good. So at least you've got a feel for what the back office is.
Oh, and I set up my website. Yes.
Okay, good. And have you gone to the training library or anything and started anything like that in the back office?
I've looked at things, but I haven't got into like detail.
Okay, all right. So anyway, one thing that in my welcome emails that I say is I'm going to have you print off these 3 things that are in the back office. One of them is, and I'm not going to go over them because they are in the back office, but I'll just tell you that is one thing that I do have my coaches do is print this off and have it and go over it before we have this Getting Started Right webinar. One of them is going to be the Coach Action Plan. I hope you guys can see it. Basically, the Coach Action Plan, you try to find yourself a success partner. Sometimes it's your upline coach for a while until you get into the business a little bit more. And basically what your success partner is somebody that you work with closely and you kind of keep each other boosted and you keep each other going and help each other out, come up with ideas together and stuff like that. It's just nice to have somebody that you can relate to and then that can work together with closely to keep yourself going. So it's good to find yourself a success partner at some point. Also on this, you're going to have your why. Usually you talk about this with your coach at some point, like in my welcome letter, I schedule a call to meet up or talk to my coaches to find out what their why is and what their goal is, and you'll have that written down. This talks about setting yourself goals and connecting with your goals and your why. The other thing that you want to print off in the back office is the first 30, it's called. It's a business quick start guide. And what that is that allows you to fill in the blanks, basically. And it talks about putting the phone numbers in here for Coach Relations, which is a totally separate number from customer service. So you'll write all that down. You'll have all the ways that you can contact Beachbody, whether by email, by phone number, and stuff like that. You can put that here, and you'll have it firsthand for yourself or your customers. Of course, you're going to set up your coach profile and your business website, which you all have already done. So that'll be the second thing that it does on here. You want to have all the ways that you can contact your coach if you need your coach, phone number, emails. There goes the sirens again. I hear them. Anyway, all those ways. And when you set up your website, of course, it's going to be the Beachbody Coach website and the Shakeology website. So there are 2 of them. And we just went over sending your coach a quick message so that way you have all the ways to contact. Also, what's on here is the Get Connected, which is written here. And those are all the ways that you will connect with people through social media, like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, Pinterest, all of those. So that'll help you to know that those are the ones that you really need to stay connected with in order to get to know people and grow your team. The last two things on the page, it talks about the National Wake Up Call, which is every Monday morning. Now this 8 a.m. Pacific time, I always get, let's see, Central time. I get a text message sent to my phone 15 minutes before it starts. And I don't know if you guys have set that up or not, but let me see what time it comes in. See, today was Monday, so it should be here somewhere.
And it's recorded, so you can go back and listen to it,
Yes.
because I can't always be on it live.
So Central time, it comes in at 9:46. So Janelle, that would be 10:46 every day, every Monday for you. And like I said, you can get those messages sent to your phone to remind you, and you can get on the call. Or like Karen was saying, if you miss it, you can always go in the back office, log in there, and on the right-hand side of the back office, it will have the National Wake Up Call and that list of things that are new and stuff like that there.
Okay.
You can watch those. All the old ones are there too. So if you're ever bored or just wandering the house doing whatever, at work, I do it a lot while I'm at work because I don't listen to music. I listen to that or some personal development. So you can always go back and watch them. The other thing that's on here is the 4 vital behaviors. Of course, that's very important as a coach. I'm sure you guys know of the vital behaviors already. Yes? No?
Yes.
No.
Okay, so I'll go over that real quickly. And I think I go over it in the webinar today too as well. It's in my notes. But the 4 vital behaviors are very important as a coach. You have to follow these every single day to be a successful coach. The first thing is on the list, which you both are, is being proof the product works. You've got to do that every single day. You've got to show people that you're doing it every single day, because that's how people start following and connecting with you, is that you're doing and using these products and they're working for you. Number 1, that's the number 1 for the 4 vital behaviors. The second thing is invite, invite, invite. And that's where we're constantly striking up conversations with people, inviting people to our challenge groups, which is something you should, and like I said, these are daily things that you should be doing. You should be inviting every single day. So the second one is invite, invite, invite. And the third one is a new one that they just added to the vital behaviors just a year and a half ago, because it used to just be 3 vital behaviors. So this third one now is recognize, recognize, recognize. And basically that is when you start growing your team. And you start growing your team, you're going to want to stay connected with your coaches. And what I mean by staying connected with them, you want to check in with them daily, weekly, whatever it is you choose to do, because it is your team. You can do what you want. But even if it's just, send them a quick little, they have awesome voice messages you can send on Facebook now. It just takes like a minute, couple seconds to send a quick message. Just, maybe they stepped out of their shell a little bit and started posting something on Facebook that they wouldn't normally post. You would send them a quick message and say, hey, I noticed your post on there. That's huge. That is awesome that you're stepping outside of your shell. Maybe it's just something else that you've noticed in their business that they're doing. They got a new coach or something. Maybe they've rank advanced or something like that. Just little things like that to get them and make them start feeling good about what they're doing, and that you pay attention to that as well. So it's a good thing for growing your business. And so that's why they added that one into the 4 vital behaviors now. The other one is personal development. Personal development can be thought of in many different ways. Personal development is, reading personal development books. I know in my welcome letter, and also in some of the stuff that we do on here training wise, and some of my stuff in my coach group, there are personal development books. There's a lot of them out there. Compound Effect, Eat the Frog, 45-second presentation, which is my favorite that I send to all my coaches when they sign on as a coach. But just books.
What was the name of that one?
The last one was 45-second presentation.
Okay.
I will, since you didn't get it, I will get you a list and send it to you.
Okay.
I got it, and actually I just put together a couple videos the other night and put them on my YouTube channel too, talking about how I got my list. If you go to YouTube, there are top coaches that have put videos on YouTube for us to follow and listen to. And that's how I got all of these books. I mean, there's a whole list of books. I think it was Melanie Mitro is what I went and listened to. She had a video on her YouTube channel, and she showed every single book that she has read and she talked about what it did for her. And I just started writing down all of those books, and I went to Amazon and I didn't order the books because I am not a reader. I hate reading. If I read, I will be asleep in 5-10 minutes. So I get the audios when I can, and you listen to them while you're driving down the road. You can listen to them at work instead of music, like I said. That's what I do. And you learn a lot, because in a lot of these personal development books, it will help you to grow your business, think outside the box, per se. That's why I like 45-second presentation, because 45-second presentation is what made me realize, being a coach is important, but how important growing your team is too, because you want to be set for life. And you're not set for life if it's just you on your team. You're not set for your life if you've just got 2 coaches on your team. It's when you get to the third and the levels down where you're set and you've got that income coming in, whether you had a bad week or not, you've still got your team of coaches that's going to bring you that income in. And that's what I liked about the 45-second presentation, is it taught me that in order for me to start building to where I wanted to be, I had to set my coaching level 4 or 5 levels down to be where I wanted to be comfortably in the business. Now, of course, we want to be further than that, and our goal is to be further than that. But that's where I was at. So that's why I like that book. But a lot of these books will give you so much information. And it's like I said, I'm not a reader. The other thing I did beside books is I got on YouTube and I searched Beachbody top coaches, or top 10 coaches in Beachbody, or $1 million earners in coaches in Beachbody. And I started watching video actually listening to it, because I was doing it at work. But I was listening to video after video of all these top coaches, because if they're top coaches, I need to be doing what they were doing. And that is considered personal development too. So that's just something I did. I learned a lot more doing that when I first started out as a coach than I did with personal development and reading books. So that's what I did for several weeks after I became a coach, and I learned a lot. And to this day, I still do it. I learned the team part of it by going back and listening to these top coaches and their team calls and their webinars and such, which helps me, because you don't ever recreate the wheel. It's all here for you, and you have to remember that. And that will take a lot of the overwhelming feelings that you feel away too, when you know you can go to YouTube and these coaches have already done this for you. You just have to develop it on your own. That's basically how I learned to do my welcome letter. I searched a bunch of top coaches and their welcome letters to see, because it's there for you to see what one I liked. And I actually liked Anita Myron's, who is a top coach as well. And that's where I got my idea from. I watched her videos. I saw what she put it in her welcome letter for videos. And I spent probably a week making videos just so I would have them for my welcome letter, doing what she did, but making it my own.
Okay.
So that is that one. I'm trying to think here. We've already gone over that one. Okay, so those sheets, you can find those in the back office along with the 7-day quick start as well. That 7-day quick start, you can print that one off as well, and it'll have some fill-in-the-blank things that you want to do for yourself as a coach. So Anyway, so I think I can only record for like 40 minutes, which is crazy. And that's for the free version of Zoom. And we always try to do everything for free. So as a coach, another first thing that you want to do is memorize your coach ID. Because you will need it. You will use it over and over and over again. So you'll want to do that. And you want to start making your contact lists. I used to keep it simple with, making yourself a contact list of 25 people that you can talk to about Beachbody and your journey and stuff like that. Then I went to 50, and I'm kind of stuck with 50. You want to make yourself a list of 50, but hey, if you want to go all in and 100 people that you can talk to, do as many as you can. Write those names down and personally start contacting those people and talking to them, because that's how you start stepping outside of that nervousness and how you feel and stuff like that. And it does get easier. I know a lot of people have a lot of problems reaching out to complete strangers. I didn't have that issue, but I guess it's because of what I did for a living, and I just didn't have that issue. But I do understand that a lot of people are scared to do that. But there's ways to go and strike up these conversations with people, strangers, I should say, without just jumping into the salesy version of it, because you don't want to do that. And the more you start going out there and stepping out there and reaching out to these people, the more comfortable you'll get with yourself, and then you'll be able to do it easier. You just have to do it. That's the thing you have to remember about coaching. You have to step out there. You have to start doing it. I promise you, it gets easier.
And it's easier, Janelle, if I can interrupt, it's easier if you share your story rather than a sales type thing, because it's easier for you to just talk about your story.
Right.
So
yeah.
That's my little tidbit.
Well, and we'll get into that a little bit here, because really, which I'll talk about here in a little bit, but really it's going to be all about them. It's not going to be, it'll be about you a little bit, but really your conversations are going to be geared towards them and learning about them, and then you can take it further. But we'll talk about that in just a little bit. I think you said you got your like page up, right, Janelle? Is that what you said?
My Facebook page?
Your like page? No. Okay.
That is.
That's okay. That's all right. That's why we're here. You've got your personal page, and then you should set up a like page.
Okay.
Like, the difference between them is your personal page will only allow you to have 5,000 friends. Your like page, people can like your page and follow you. There is no limit. So there is a video that it says my free video ends in 10 minutes. How crazy is that? Can you guys see that message?
No.
All right, I'm just gonna keep going. I may what I do is in 10 minutes I may end the meeting and then restart it, and then I can join the meetings together on YouTube. I may do that if that's okay with you guys. It might take me just a couple minutes, but then we'll be able to keep running it for 2. So I looked at my clock, so I'll give me about 5-6 minutes and I'll redo the meeting. But anyway, Scotty Hobbs, who is a top coach on our team, he's like up our upline. He's one of why can't I think of her name? But anyway, I'm not even going to spend time trying to think of her name right now. Go to YouTube and search Scotty Hobbs like page video. He will show you how to make a like page from Facebook, and it's very easy. You want to also do a like page because you'll be able to boost posts from your like page. And what that means is once you start, you're going to get all of your friends from your personal page to come to your like page, because once they come to your like page, you are going to, your posts that come out, everybody that likes your page, their friends are going to see it.
Okay.
than their friends. So that's why it's important. It gets you out there more. So when you boost something, they'll see it. Your friends who have liked your page already will see it, and then their friends will see it. So it just puts you out there more. And that's the importance of having the like page. And it's very easy to set up. You're going to find yourself posting the same things to your personal page and your like page. You will do that for a while. So that's the importance of having the like page. The idea is to build your like page as much as you can, because you can do more with it and get your audience drawn to your like page. So that way their friends will see it and it's out there even more. What to be posting about, you want to post continuously. We always say post 3 to 5 times a day if you can. If they have programs such as Hootsuite, and there's another one out there that you can do for free. If you're worried about having that time posting 3 to 5 times a day, you can register for Hootsuite and you can schedule your posts every single day. So then you don't even have to worry about your posts every day. But there are coaches that schedule posts to go out on their Facebook page through Hootsuite a month in advance.
Oh, okay.
You don't
I
have
didn't
to.
know you could schedule. That's cool.
That's how I used to do of my when I was doing when we didn't have the My Challenge tracker, and I was doing all of my challenge groups on Facebook. That's how all my posts came out, was through Hootsuite, and I still use it in some of my other groups, such as the Clean Eating group and stuff like that. You'll see it says Hootsuite, and you can pre-schedule your posts for as long as you want to go out and pre-schedule them. I don't do it, and I may someday, and it's because I'm a spur of the moment person. You know, if I got to post something that I'm feeling or something like that. But like for your posts that you really want to get out there a certain time of day, you want, like mornings and nights are the busiest times for Facebook, with night being the busiest. You want to get your good posts, your posts that you want people to see. You want to get them out during those time frames. You could just pre-do up your post and put it in Hootsuite, and then it'll be ready for you to come out at that exact time you want it to come out. So be sure to be posting 3 to 5 times a day. You want to be posting about yourself being the product of the product. You probably got a challenge pack at some point or another. Start talking about the program that you're doing, and like Karen said, why you're doing it. In my welcome letter, the third letter that I send out, that is one thing I help my coaches with is, now you know this, now put this out on your Facebook page, and it tells you how to post what you're doing to get people involved and know what you're doing. But that's just part of my welcome letter to get you started. Let's see. People, of course, don't always relate to health and fitness, so you've got to dig into it a little bit more. Find your niche is what we call it. Find something that you're interested in that you can start posting about, and then you're going to start bringing people in that way, people that are interested in your hobbies that you do. And it's not always health and fitness. So finding your niche, it's hard to find your niche sometimes. I've gone through several, but finding your niche is good because of that, because you don't want to just reach out to those people that are interested in health and fitness. You want to go outside that. So posting about things that you're interested in. For example, we learn as coaches to pay attention to who's liking our pages and who's commenting on our pages. My posts that get the most likes are always posts that involve Delaney. Always. You will see that I will get hundreds of likes on the post that I put out there about me and Delaney, or just Delaney. Or if you see me putting out there me working out, I get maybe 30 some, or maybe in the teens. So that's something to pay attention to. That's what, your audience is looking at, and that's what my audience is looking at. So you can develop conversations or relationships that way by noticing those sort of things on your pages. Let's see, of course, like we talked about, building the relationships with people. People like your posts, people comment on your posts. going to start reaching out to those people and talking to those people and getting to know those people, not necessarily talking about Beachbody, not necessarily talking about what you're doing, but just reaching out to them and getting to know them because they liked your page. Something sparked their interest. So just starting up a general conversation through Messenger is perfect for those people that have liked or commented on your page. Another good idea is, ask your family, ask your spouse to list out 5 things that describe you. And that might help you find your niche. If you ask them, you might find some common things. I mean, those are the people that are with you every single day and know you very well. And if they tell you, they make a list of things that describe you to them, that always helps give you some sort of an idea. And it might not be your niche. Like I said, it's a hard thing to find sometimes. We talked about posting 3 to 5 times a day. Morning and night are always the busiest, with night being the busiest. So any important posts that you do want people to see, make sure you're doing those at night, because that's where the most action is on Facebook.